Oh, Big Meat's talking to me this morning. He said my truck's the ugliest one in the fleet. He said, you know, maybe it's time to think about giving that truck a facelift. Nah, I don't know. It's a thought. So we're gonna do this today. We're gonna do the slow stuff today around her house and stuff. Now this lady, the boss lady here, she really loves her trees, so I'm gonna have to tread lightly. I'm gonna have to do a good job and take my freaking time, because this is gonna be touchy. And it's a water line coming through here. It comes through here in the red, so I gotta keep all them trees over there and all these trees over here. Which shouldn't be much of an issue. Well, let me get to it. Oh, yo, yo. Oh, Rio. This makes me nervous because these are good landowners, and the boss lady, she really loves her trees, and I'm doing my best to keep her trees aesthetically. Usually what I love my trees transfers into, I love the aesthetics of my trees, not necessarily the overall health of the woods. She's more after the aesthetic value, and by her house, aesthetics are very important for sure. So I'm going to try to accommodate her for her aesthetic value here in her trees by carefully threading these babies out of here. All right, Roger, there's your hoe. Come get them. Come get your some, Roger. Dodge! I come and get the tornado. She sound like Roger, you little sissy. Sometimes you just want a whooping. Just give him a big old. You gotta watch old Roger. He'll pick up a club and work somebody over. He's done it plenty of times. He'll put up with it to a point. Oh, Roger. Hello. His son's the same damn way, Justin. Justin's the same way. He don't say much. He's quiet. He's kind. He cares, and he's nice to everybody. But you freaking bully! He got in trouble in school, I guess, growing up. He was telling me the other day about getting into it with a kid. Of course, Harvick's all laid back. He don't say much. Don't get, don't make much stink. Don't make much, draw much attention. Just does his thing, And his kid kept messing with him, I guess. Harwick told me, he said, Tater, I kept telling him, leave me alone. I'm going to lay your ass out. Leave me alone. I'm going to lay you out. This kid kept fooling with him. He said, I didn't look for a teacher or nothing. He said, I'd had enough one day and just whop, laid him out flat. He said, daggone everybody, of course, the teacher, oh, the humanity, all that mess that them teachers get into. And I forgot what happened. He said, of course, the teacher's gonna keep him after school. He said, oh, you can do whatever you want to do. He said, I'm gonna go home. Well, we're keeping you after school. He said, he goes, if my mother shows up and I'm not leaving, he said, there's gonna be issues. He said, I'm going home. He said, you can do with me what you want. So I guess he got in trouble, and the other kid got away with it. Of course, the other kid was more politically correct, as the other kid, he just a smart aleck, testing the waters, picking on it. Somebody he thought was easy prey. And that's the thing about these Harwicks now, they'll be laid back and easy going until you finally do the wrong thing. I've seen them do it. That's why I love and respect about them so much, is they're true and blue. All right, we're gonna try this. Oh boy. It's all I can do to hold this son of a buck up. boy, Brutus got it. Come on, lift, Brutus. Try and take care of these trees. She's got some dogwoods she really likes out there too. They're right below these daggone ash trees. Ugh. And I said we can take care of them dogwoods, but it won't be by accident. And I said I ain't gonna promise you nothing. I'm gonna do the best I can. That's all I can tell you. And I've been doing this a long time, so hopefully the best I can is good enough. All right.
Hey, morning. Hey, Robert. Can you come down here and get my ride? Hey, Robert, he's all fucking slow back around the shirt. Yes. And that funnel that's laying on the floor, it needs to go in Roger's truck. I stole that out of the shop this morning. Nothing. Hold off up here. I get to the top of the hill, put it back in his truck so it don't fall off.
I'm gonna stack them up. I figured I'd stack his trash up, Raji, and we can pull it out of here too and hide it somewhere for him. This is gonna turn out all right. That ash I was pretty worried about because of how bent it was. A lot of times that bent stuff,
I'm just gonna drag it up in that corner,
it ain't,
I guess you'll figure it out from there.
it ain't so heavy, but when you cut it, it ends up pulling out of your daggone arms, and then there you go. You dump the son of a buck, and there goes her dogwoods, and the boss lady's aggravated, and it turns into Roger's fault, and then she'll have to put a thumping on Roger, and I hate to see that. So mostly what we're doing here is I'm doing a good job here because I care about Roger's safety. Oh, Joe, I love you, buddy. If I could pick on him for a living, I'd be a rich man. I swear.
Yeah, we'll be using it up there.
Okay, stop.
Probably, I'm guessing right up there, top of the hill.
I gotta cut.
He was telling me that we need to set up in that corner somewhere or where we already got it messed up, and then I just drag them out of the woods to you as you need them.
Oh, looking good. Good job, Morgan. That daggone Morgan, Chris. Man, what a bunch. See what you get with them guys? You're getting them as a bunch. They're a group. And when that group gets together and that group gets to clicking, man, it happens. Me and Raji's our own clique, but we kind of click different than they do. We're not vocal enough. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. That goes for me and Roger both. We don't talk enough. Well, I talk a lot, but I don't, when I'm working, I don't talk. I focus and I don't say much. And it's a flaw. It is a flaw when you're at a team sport. Now, it ain't a flaw when you're doing stuff by yourself, but you can only do so much by yourself. You gotta have a team. And when you have a team sport and you're afraid to communicate and talk, man, it's a weakness. It is a weakness. But me and Rogers work together so long, we do okay together. But is it perfect? No. Is it the right way? Not necessarily. But it's our way and it works for us. Oh boy, here we go. I'm gonna adjust this camera up so y'all can see a little bit. She's watching me too. She loves her dogwood. Oh boy. All I can do is the best I can do. I hope this goes right. This is not, oh my God, the back lean. I'm gonna cut this in my saw. God, I don't know how I want to tackle this. Oh boy, I don't like this tree at all. I don't like this, guys. I got a weird feeling in my stomach here on this one. Oh God, why is my stomach always upset? Boy. how it's pushed back against me. I like that part of it. I like to get where it's pushed back against me just right. I like that part. Go ahead and do your thing right quick, Roger. I'm working my nerves up anyways.
Get like an old man down in below you, down over the hill.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see. You pull that out, I'm gonna make a mess if this goes right. If it don't go right, I'll make a bigger mess.
Problem. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Not yet. Farther, 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 farther. Mark your spot right there. That's what I want you to do every time. Here. Here.
Let me get, this would help. Let me get this limb up here. Hey, we got a twofer. That's making it look a little better. Just need a little bit of help to make sure this is gonna work. Here we go. We're gonna get this. Careful on the push. Careful on the push. Here we go, guys. Man, everybody cross your fingers. There it is. Go, baby, go. God, I love this job. Yeah.
You don't need me down there for anything else right now, do you? Not at the exact moment, but we will be pulling them truck mats up before long. Then I'll just come on down there.
The buncher is great. You got something to push with as you cut and all that stuff. That's great. Problem is when it goes wrong, it just goes wrong, and that's that. There's just now when you're hand cutting it slower, number one. Number two, you don't have a pusher, or else you got to set it up and then get in a rig and push it. You know, and it's more dangerous. You know, so you got that going again on your hand cutting. There's goods about everything. I mean, this chainsaw stays on the front of Brutus for a reason. But I don't use the dag. If I pull this chainsaw out, there's a reason for it. I'm not pulling it out for nothing, for no reason. course, I can tell these landowners are tickled. The boss man is. The boss lady, she's working her way up to it. But they got a professional crew like this, paid top dollar. You know, so we paid top dollar, so they got to bid it out for the max dollar, and they're still gonna get their good logging job. So it's a win-win for them. Okay. Okay. That's like a Chinese win-win when they win twice. That's their... Getting close to the house here. She's a pacing. She said, I freaking cried the other day when you cut that aster. I was like, oh man, that don't help none. She's a pacing. Oh, she's getting a picture of it. Okay. Okay. She's making me nervous. Getting the old Dodge. Dust on the Dodge. We got dust on the Hemi. And a tree on the house. The boss lady gonna kill me. But the call was her spouse. Okay. Okay, it's working, it's working, it's working, it's working, it's working. We got it. Dust on the Hemi and a tree on the house. Boss lady gonna kill me. She said it took me forever to decide to get rid of that little beech tree. Of course, I was trying to be sweet about it, but I'm like, lady, it took me about 2 seconds to decide to get rid of a beech tree.
I'm just gonna notice my hobby ass up in here where you can
I hate beech trees.
Then I can be able to get out with you guys.
And they do feed squirrel, and they are a wildlife tree.
I guess that's right there at that ditch, huh? Yep.
For the poplar. I got an idea. Why don't you park your nice Hemi there in front of the poplar tree? Oh gosh. And these people trust me and I love them for it, but they scare me to death too when they do that stuff, as landowners do. They're like, I'll go ahead and leave my Maserati parked in this garage, and you go ahead and cut these leaning trees around it that's leaning all over it. It always makes me scared and nervous. But that's why I do this stuff. I don't want to dump this on somebody else, man. It does make me nervous and it does scare the crap out of me, but I wouldn't ask nobody else to do it for me. I want to do it myself. When it sucks, I want to do it. You pile it to me. I love a sucky job. Sucky jobs is my specialty. Chop. I got to cut these trees out of here. And they're gonna not like it, but I got to cut them out. I got to get them a job well done. I can't do that if there's stems everywhere. I got to make a certain amount of room. And I think she'll understand that, but I hate, you know, I want to accommodate her too. It's just a sassafras and an ash. All right, here this one goes. All right, got a good notch in it. That felt good. Well, I don't like that lean, but I can reach this limb, and this might make things better. If I could just get this limb out of this tree, I'll feel a world better about this one. Let me have to get to the other side. I don't know what them poles represent. Looks like an old power pole. That's great. I hit the daggone box over there. I got trees on top of me, trees on the... Daggone it. Damn brittle ash tree. Come on, Brutus. Come on. Get it cleaned up, put it back, slide it top back on it. Them things are made to take a whopping. Don't ask me how I know this. I've put some dents in them things over the years. For the worst one now. It's a poplar. It's leaning towards the house. I'm gonna have to get back here and I'm gonna have to cut a couple of these trees to get in there, and she's probably not gonna like this, but I don't know what to do. I gotta get this done right. I've got to take it out. I hate this, but I got to, lady. I'm sorry. If you watch this on longer weight, I apologize, but I got to take it out. I got to get behind this tree. I want this to go right, so I'm gonna have to get back here. And I can't stop and play with the chainsaw. I got to get all this done today because the rain's coming. Damn it. I've got to get back here. I mean, I can play all day, but I got to get back here. That's the only thing I have trouble. I'm always in the woods, and it's just hard for me to play house. I just want to get in there and get her done, bud. Get out of there. Get a good job. Do it right. But I don't do landscaping. I'm not a landscaper. Okay. So where is this tree going? Smartest is right out there towards her dogwood she cares so much about.
What you doing there, Chris? I pulled up that other man. Oh, okay. I see it now.
I mean, there ain't a lot of places to go with this thing. And I'm not going to hold it for long because I'm not going to dance around and take a chance on the top overtaking me. Put it right out there beside that electric pole. Already got a mess out there to clean up anyways. I was trying to hit it as easy as I could. Oh boy, it's a heavy son of a buck. All right, there it is, coming your way. Oy.
There's a boat there. There you go.
These things take a pretty good hit. I've tested them out plenty. Yeah, just be careful crossing the water line, and then back up. There's another bag of trash to pack out. Just kind of stagger tracks across that water line, think light. And then I'll move across the road and we'll start working over there. I'll get you crossing up towards the boom.
How you want to get over there?
Yeah, just go around, come in, and then by the time you get all this done and get over there, I'll have your road started and a few drags ready. Roger made a little bit of a mess in the yard here. Mostly his fault. Mostly his fault. You can ask him, he'll agree. It is probably his fault that he's got in the yard here. But we're gonna cross the road and now log this section out. We'll get these two ash and throw them across the road, and we're gonna cross the road here. There they go, there they was, and now they're gone. No, make a mess in the road, driver. Roger says he got a license plate that says cowboy butts drive him nuts. He says I'm daggone silly. I don't know. I think he just grouchy. That's all I think he is. I'm gonna take these tops down here and use them in this crossing. Made, and we'll be logging this out. We're gonna cross here and go up. He's gonna climb that knob and go to the boom. All right, here we go. This, I hate tearing up their lane. They got their lane so the gravel's so perfect in their lane.
One's the neighbor lives down the road down there, roadside, and then yeah, Dad's got a 1-year-old, Oliver. He's been picking with. I think he's gonna do some today, I think. Okay, I was wondering if they're gonna have some kind of corn shucking or something there this fall, or do you know all that? No, he was just I think he was working some playtime, I think. Okay, all right. That was kind of a business. I just got to wonder what was going on. I see that this morning. Yeah, he don't get to do it a whole lot, so I figured that maybe wanted to find something in it anyway. So usually, he used a lot of aircorn down there in the farm anyway, so it works good. And gave Dad some time to play too. Yeah, I got used to it at home, but we never did have it in one row bigger until we finally got a combine. So we had a Cadillac, and it was a good used one. Yeah. Sure got us around bringing in cornfields in, though. That was good for us. Yeah.
Yeah, back in the old days, you had to go around the field and do the outside 2 rows, I think, the corn. Do them all by hand so the tractor could go through there with the picker. Big Daddy's referring to. Alright, now that wants to lean not quite on that shed, so it shouldn't be too bad as long as I don't make a mistake here. We should be alright. Yeah, I don't think it wants to go. It wants to go towards the shed, but not all the way at the shed. Ooh, yeah, but I cut her off now. Good thing it wasn't, because I cut her plumb off the stump before I had a hold of it and had a control of it. Oh boy. Well, that ain't good. He had extension cord running to his barn and ran over it and tied it all up in the tracks. Tore it up. I'm just glad it wasn't hanging. Roger, no Bruce putting in a little too much heat, ain't it? Take him out with us when we go.
Well, this ended up going fairly well. I wouldn't say it went perfect or nothing, because nothing ever seems to in logging, especially with some limby, scraggly acting stuff in a touchy situation like they're around their yard and all that mess. But it turned out okay. I think they're okay with it. I never got no complaints. I just talked to them a little bit after it got done, but not much, because me and Roger's trying to keep the wood moving. But I think they're okay with it. They're meticulous people, and they got a nice place. And you hate to go wallering around with a daggone cutter and a skidder. And, you know, it's always nerve-wracking when you're trying to do something like that around that type of area. You see what I mean? I hope y'all liked it. Leave me comments. Let me know what's up, what you think, what you want to see out of logger weight or any of that mess. And I got plenty more fab bitches coming. There's a lot of them coming. And shop bitches and struggling bitches and some mechanic and stuff that I struggle with a little bit. Could use a little guidance on things. But I'll share it and see what you all think of them. But hope everybody likes this. Have a good one, and don't forget to smile. Later on.